What does a killer look like? This man. He kept Washington State investigators at bay for 30 years while he killed women and left their bodies scattered around the state. Spokane County Sheriff's Captain Cal Walker helped catch Robert Yates.
The break in our case came from fiber evidence. Carpet fibers found on one of the victim's shoes matched fibers that we had randomly been collecting out of suspects' cars.
Those years of tough investigative work came down to a single thread of DNA that proved Yates was the serial killer. Science may prove critical in solving the Florence murders, too. Science that can unravel a crime many can't even imagine.
The hardest thing to do is really put yourself as a normal thinking human being into the mind of somebody who doesn't think normal, and then try to assess what they've done and what it means to them compared to what it would mean to you from the outside.
Captain Cal Walker has seen the evidence gathered so far in the Florence homicide investigation and believes this case is solvable for two reasons. First, more than one person was killed here that day. And second, he believes someday somebody's going to start talking.
I think anytime you have an offender that kills multiple people in one instance, the odds of finding out who that person is because he talks to somebody, the bravado that might be associated with it, you've increased all the factors. You've got transference of evidence between 4 people now at least.
I went into each and every investigation with the mentality, the attitude that I was going to solve the case.
Addison Arce spent the last 17 years as a Los Angeles homicide investigator. He now lives in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Oftentimes, homicide is a crime of passion. Sometimes it's calculated. There's no rhyme or reason. Again, it goes into that big picture. Never discount anything.
Arce was one of the investigators on the Rodney King case and worked on the O.J. Simpson murder case. He says no matter where a crime happens, solid, common sense police work almost always leads to the killer. And it almost always takes time.
The community has to realize that it's not done overnight. It's not television. They work on facts. They're not quick to judge, and they're going to make sure that they have the right person or persons.
The Ravalli County Sheriff's Office has received thousands of tips from the public about the Florence murders. Homicide investigators say, keep them coming.
I can't stress how important it is for the public to call in with nothing short of just even slight information, and then be very articulate about making sure that their point and all the information is recorded so that it can be passed on to an investigator.